Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here, talking to you guys over a little bit of Minecraft mod Spotlight. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good day, because I'm having a pretty good day, and we are going to talk about the Colored Blocks mod by Gregorio246. This is another one of those mods that I showed all of you previously in the week, kind of more of an aesthetics mod. It's not really, doesn't add anything new to the game, and I like these ones simply because you don't need to, start loading up new chunks. You don't need to start a new world. You can throw it into your single player world, it'll work fine, and it adds some cool stuff to the game. With that said, guys, I want to mention two quick things before we start. One, if you guys want to support the channel, if you want to support this video, or if you guys just like this mod, remember guys to rate down below. It really does help out the channel, and it really does, make the channel a little bit bigger, so it would make more nation people and stuff. So the second thing is, if you guys want to install this mod, it is Forge compatible or Forge mod loader compatible. It seems like a lot of you there was a confusion. Forge and Forge mod loader mean the same thing. If I say Risugami's mod loader or just mod loader, then I'm talking about Risugami's mod loader. This one is Forge mod loader compatible, so you guys need Forge installed into your Minecraft. If you want to see a video on how to do that, click the link in the description, and just drag this into your mods folder and you're all done. So, sorry for that long intro, but let's get started. So, I decided to demonstrate this mod, and I actually made my GUI bigger so that you guys could see. I'd never really realized how small the GUI looks, all this stuff looks, when I have it on, the smaller GUI. So, I decided to demonstrate this by showing you guys all of the red ones. So this is either red or pink here, and you guys can see all of those. Can be mimicked exactly the same if you guys are using blue dye, magenta dye, pink dye, yellow dye, green dye, whatever. You guys just throw in the exact same recipe, except for with the different dye. So, there's a bunch of different stuff that I can show you. There's just the normal dyeing of wood, there's the oversaturated wood, you got just normal dyeing of all the different things like that, as you can see. You also have things like you can color glowstone, you can actually do pastel colors, which is kind of a slightly different color. I'll show you the difference. You guys can do things like sand, iron blocks, glass. You can actually create blocks out of all of the dyes. It gives you the ability to create blocks out of any color of dye. And you can color things like the stone, so if you want to make stone, the chiseled or interlocking sort of stone, you have the regular stone, you got the chiseled stone, the cobblestone, and then bricks. And I kind of an oxymoron, the red bricks. Bricks are already red. I really didn't think about that prior. But I'm basically going to show you guys all that stuff. So, if you guys want to make the normal red planks, all you need to do is throw a rose red dye in the middle of a bunch of wooden logs. Doesn't matter what type of wooden logs, it's going to make them the same red. And if you want to make the oversaturated version of that, you simply switch it out. So instead of a dye in the middle, you're going to have a dye on the top and bottom. I just used pink because I wanted to use pink for this one. And if I were to compare those, you can see, boom, and boom. So you can see, the little bit of oversaturatedness that is in this one. I kind of like it. If you guys want to make something that you really want to make pop, I think that would definitely be cool. From there, guys, you can use the same red planks that I showed you, and you use those to craft your slabs just like you would normally. Same thing goes for the stairs. You're going to use your red planks to make red stairs. And then also for red bookshelves, it's the same recipe as before, except for now you're going to put a white dye drop in the middle. So any of these ones where it's only you can create a little bit, all you need is a dye drop. Now, there's a little bit of a glitch in this mod where all of the different dye drops are called white, when in reality this is a red dye drop because it's created by two rose red dyes right next to each other. You can do the same thing with all of the different ones, and you simply just throw the two dyes of any color next to each other, and it'll create 8 drops. So, I'm going to show you guys that as well. So, you'll be able to see, you can really make your enchantment room sort of, unique and stuff. If you want to make it like a black one, like with the ink sacs and stuff like that, that would actually be pretty cool. You guys can also use, the stairs to kind of make everything match a little bit better, and it kind of looks pretty cool like that. Also things like slabs, so, oh, that was a little bit of a glitch there. So you can use things like these slabs and do all cool stuff like that. And then, like I said, or showed you before, and I don't know why that's happening. That's actually kind of weird. I didn't see that before. And you can also use these oversaturated blocks to add accents. So, moving on from there, we're going to then talk about the blocks over here, which is all the different brick ones. So we got the different types of stone, the chiseled stone, the cobblestone, the stone, the bricks, all that stuff. So I can show you guys that. I don't see these being too useful. They still kind of look boring. I do like these, and definitely if you're looking at ones like the green ones, which I can show you guys right now. these ones actually look pretty cool. So I think that could definitely be something that's neat. And in fact, the green of any color actually looks kind of cool. So then we got you know, the cobblestone, and then chiseled stone, which actually these ones kind of do look neat. I really do like that. So moving on from there, we're going to throw all these things back in there, and now we're going to go to these middle ones. So again, these dye drops are created from the dye themselves, and now we're going to talk about the red fence, the red glowstone, the pastel colors, the red sand, the dye blocks, the iron blocks, and then the glass. So things like the red fence are just going to be fence around the dye, like I showed you earlier. The glowstone is just going to be basically how you would make a normal glowstone, except for instead of all 4 glowstone dusts, you're going to put a dye drop there and it'll create 1. So this is one of the more expensive ones. The pastel is simply, instead of throwing in 2 rose red like you did for the oversaturated, one of them is just going to be bone meal, and we'll make it like a lighter sort of color, so less intense opposed to the oversaturated, which is more intense. The sand is just going to be a dye drop surrounded by sand, kind of like the other SBs. Then the dye block is just going to be all of the dyes. You could kind of have expected that. And the red iron block is going to be a little bit different. You guys will only use 4 of them around a rose red dye opposed to the 8. And then finally the glass is just, again, 8 around a dye drop. So I can show you guys these ones. So the glass actually looks pretty interesting, and oh, there we go. It actually looks kind of interesting, and depending on the color, this could add, you know, a pretty cool effect to your Minecraft game. You know, throwing up like a rainbow, you know, window or something, or making, you know, stained glass windows or something. I definitely think that could be cool. I don't really like the iron blocks. I think, you know, it just kind of looks like a tinted iron block. And it's not really changed that much, but what can you do? I don't, again, the textures for the dye blocks, I think those could be cooler. It is really cool that you can condense them though, so, you know, 9 of these into 1, so you can, you know, save on space, because if you have this mod, you're probably going to be collecting a lot of dyes. You got the red sand, which I actually do like. I think that this is pretty cool, and if you want to make a multicolored sand floor, I think this looks better than normal sand anyway. And then also the glowstone. So the sad thing about the glowstone is it does not emit a red light. So, you know, like normal glowstone will just emit a white light. I thought that, you know, the different colored ones would emit those same colors, but I haven't noticed that. So anyway, that's kind of it, guys. I really do like this mod. I hope you guys do check it out and all decorate stuff, because it is, you know, kind of worth it. I definitely suggest that you guys, if you want to, you know, like color your world up a little bit, then yeah. So anyway, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you guys did, remember to like, rating down below, as well as subscribe to join the nation if you already haven't. But anyway, I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Peace.